welcome back to another video here. I'm Kyle with Tabletop Gamers, and today we're going to be doing a box opening for the game Trial by Trolley. So this game is a game about the trolley dilemma, which is this idea of there's a runaway trolley, you can only save one person or the other, which one are you going to choose, and what is your reasoning why? So they take that trolley dilemma and they turn it into a game, and so then you are trying to convince somebody to either choose the one side that you want them to go for, or the other team's trying to get them to choose for the other side. So let's go ahead and open up this game here and check out the contents of what is inside. So I've played this game one other time before. Okay, oh, there we go, got it. Never know with scissors. I'm always worried about going too far into the plastic and then damaging the cover. So I'm always on a little bit of a gentler side here when it comes to opening up these board games. All right, go ahead and get rid of that plastic right there. All right, so let's go ahead and turn it around so I can kind of see what's going on here. Now, this game is mostly just cards. There is like a little bit of other stuff in there, but you know. So we got a little plastic container. I'm assuming it goes to something in here. All right, this is the trolley map. So you could say this is the board to the board game here. So the trolley crosses one way or the other, and then of course the players are settling things down. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that off to the side here. Actually, I'm gonna have it folded up too. So then here's the rules. This reminds me a lot of like Exploding Kittens rules. You know, it's very short, very straightforward, so easy game to probably pick up and play. In fact, on the box, I believe it says, yep, it says right there, 15 minutes or a little bit more. And you can actually have 13 people play this game. That was kind of surprising to me. I've only played this game one time before. A friend had brought it over and had shown it to me and my play group and stuff. And I really liked the game, and I figured I'm going to probably get this game in the future. So we could see there's these little skull markers. We got the trolley guy there. Then on the other side is some skull markers with 3s on them, and then the trolley guy again. So we're gonna go ahead and set those off to the side. I believe these, if I remember right, it's been a minute since I actually played the game. I believe these track how many points you've gathered throughout the game, because you're trying to, if I remember right, it's kind of like apples to apples, where you're like trying to gather up, you know, all the cards and stuff like that, and try to get people to pick your stuff and then get the most. Kind of gives me that vibe, if I remember right. Okay, now these are fun. Now there's like 500 cards in the whole game here, and they're sorted out into categories. So hopefully the gloss isn't getting too bad on the camera up above. But you got kind of like these thinker cards. You've got the little evil card, and then you got like the goody two-shoe card. Yeah, those probably are going to reflect. So I'm going to go ahead and bring them up just a little bit, so hopefully the camera catches them and makes it easier. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and open some of these up here so we can kind of look through some of them together here. But what's funny about them is that you kind of, okay, hopefully I can get these open without needing my scissors and damaging the cards. What's interesting about it is you're putting down scenarios onto the track. And remember, you're trying to get them to pick the other team and avoid picking yours. So you want, like, when you pick out a goody two-shoe card, you're going to pick out a goody two-shoe card to put on your side. Because, you know, you're like, oh, you know, pity these people. They are, you know, valuable to society. You should protect them. Don't let the trolley run them over, type of thing. So you got that. And then, of course, you're trying to disrupt that same setup that your opposing team is trying to do. All right, there we go. Got these open. So These are, I believe, like more like neutral type of cards. So you've got, oh, never mind. These are some of the evil. I kind of get a kick out of some of these. Okay, yeah, I gotta get these off to the side here. So here's some of the evil ones according to the game makers here. So we have the Kardashians. We have a thief planning to rob your home tonight. We have a swarm of killer bees that's flying toward you. We've got a deadly bear with a human brains with a smart bear. We've got Robo Hitler, you know, so it just goes on and on and on. It's got all these crazy, like evil type of cards and things that you would probably want to get rid of with a trolley. Which, you know, this trolley is a pretty hardcore trolley considering some of the stuff that it can wipe out. That's something I always got to kick out of. Now, these cards here are like, I forget what the name they name these cards in the deck, but these cards can basically have an effect on them. So, for example, you can place this effect that says you had a pleasant conversation with them 1 hour ago. So it kind of changes the scenario here. So like, let's say, for example, you had the Kardashians on the trolley. You can put this next to them and say, well, you just had a pleasant conversation with them 1 hour ago, hoping that maybe that would influence the trolley manager's choice. I don't know how effective that particular card would be, but you never know. Some people, maybe they value their conversations with people very much. This one says their death will inspire a world peace movement, essentially trying to encourage that, you know what, maybe they should die. Likes pineapple on pizza. Won't vaccinate their 3 children. Oh my goodness, getting a little political there. So there's some like effect cards you can put onto the different characters that are on the trolley's path. And then, of course, let's go ahead and look at some of the goody two-shoes here. Obviously, I'm not going to open up all these packages here, but we'll just open up a few just so we can see some of the cards here before I kind of wrap this whole thing up. Okay, there we go. All right, so I believe all of these, yep. These are all the angel goody two-shoe cards you could put into the trolley scenario. For example, an intelligent talking dog. Would you really want to run over a dog on a trolley track? There are some people that maybe pets are very important to them, so you could put that down. Another one is an external hard drive with 3 billion Bitcoin on it that can be all yours if it isn't hit by a trolley. Well, Bitcoin isn't quite as worth as much now as it was, but who knows? A family of woodland animals fleeing from pollution. So maybe you have an animal lover in your group. That might have an influence on them. Another one, a local farmer's market. Okay. Another one, Malala. Oh my goodness. A friendly genie who will grant you 3 wishes. Okay. That would probably have a big effect on some people. A child's 5th birthday party. A music producer who wants to make you the next big pop star. Maybe you have a musician in your playgroup. And then we'll go with one more here. An orphan with a heart of gold. So these are just some of the different play scenarios here. What I like about this game is that there's actually a lot of variety here. There are 500 cards in this whole box here. So that means that each playthrough isn't going to be exactly the same. Yes, you'll probably run into the same cards after a while, but honestly, this is a pretty good variety here. I don't remember if there's an expansion to this game to add more to it. I'd have to probably look into that. I don't think there is though. And then I believe this plastic bag that they gave us here is for the tokens here. So all these little tokens that we got right here going to go in the bag, which I really do appreciate when the board game producers actually give you some organizational stuff in the box already. Kind of makes things just a little easier to, you know, put things away and then get things back out quicker the next time instead of having a bunch of stuff jammed in the box. So of course, I do appreciate that little bag there. I think that's going to be very helpful. But this is really not that complex of a game. So might need to get some different like card dividers in here so you can kind of divide up the decks a little bit. So that might make things a little bit organizational. That would be an improvement because there are no dividers in here to make that part easier. So that might be something you might have to get, like maybe some little cardboard slips to just slip in there and make things a little easier. But overall, that's the whole game. Pretty straightforward. Not a whole lot to it. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and leave a comment, a like, subscribe, and see us on the next one. Thank you for watching.